Guys, Christians often get angry at me for the things I say in my act, and they think I'll go to hell, but the truth is I've been to Christian hell, and I wrote a song about it. Hitler was there, and so were all the Jews, yeah, so it got a little awkward. We need to...
What are you drinking?
No one bought me a beer.
You're only 18. You're allowed to drink at 18 in Canada? Yeah, fuck yeah, hey. As long as you got your cousin with you. So one of the professions I have a little bit of a problem with is the stockbroker, right? I have a problem with stockbrokers. It's not a personal thing. I don't have a problem with the job you do if you're a stockbroker. I'm not even sure what it is, but I have a grammatical problem with your job because broke is the past tense of break, and so strictly the suffix er on part, you can't strictly have a broke. You know, you just shits me. You know. I don't call myself a sanger. Neither does Megan. So this is a beat poem, right? It's a beat poem, which is basically a defunct art form that everyone stopped doing for a very good reason. It's a poem with a beat, and this beat poem is called Mitsubishi Colt. And I don't know if you guys get Mitsubishi Colts. I haven't cleared that up yet, but it doesn't really matter. It's just a shit fucking car. He looks at me intensely, eyes sparkle, contact lens green with artificial envy, cocks his head and fixes me with a condescending stare, flicks his bleached blonde tipped hair and theorizes thus. You know what I reckon? Pause for effect. Adjusts his tackle as if it's semi-erect. I figure I better give him what I know he expects. What do you reckon? A hand on the shoulder, an avuncular wink, sips his lemon drink, spits out the pips, hands on hips, licks his lips like a wolf near a flock, yet again adjusting his fantasy cock. He delivers his philosophy. I reckon it don't matter. It don't mean squat what you earn or what you got, or the style of your hair or what you wear. It matters not. I mean, what do you care that I live on a hill with views of the beach, that my chicks and my dogs have an ensuite bathroom each, that I've already reached my first 10 million and I'm only 36. You're as thick as 2 bricks if you think you can fix what is broke in your life with money. And the funny thing is, and I shit you not, I would give it all up like that. He leaves me to ponder his wisdom for a bit, and with a click of his fingers he beckons the blondest, bimboest barmaid, and grinning ridiculously orders a G&T and a beer for me. And before I can escape, he's back saying, "'Cause mate, the thing is, all that crap, it's all superficial. It's all just a front. I mean, anyone can be a rich cunt, but the thing we all want can't be bought with dosh. You know what I mean, boss? Because it's not like you give a toss that when I want to get slim, I've got my own private gym and a personal trainer called fucking Megan or Darlene. She's got tits like those chicks in Penthouse magazine. And it's not like you care that I own a controlling share of an overseas company that builds accounting software. It matters not one bit. I mean, who gives a shit that I earn 600 grand and drive a brand new Land Rover? You know, I'd hand it all over like that. He pauses for a beat, long enough for me to retreat to a seat and sit elbow on bar and contemplate this guru with his white teeth and big car, and ponder silently my belief that genius comes in many forms, and that this postulating peroxided porn star prick ain't one of them. My speculation cuts short as he reforms like Terminator 2, and before I have time to abort, he descends upon me and snorts. I guess what I'm trying to say, in my own little way, is that I reckon musos and artists and that, well, I reckon they're great. I know some people who reckon you guys just sit on your bums and don't get out of bed till the pizza man comes and smoke cones and take crack and whack off all day, but I don't care what they say, and I don't listen to people who say all actors are gay. not that I don't think that's okay. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, although it's not my bag, if you want to be a fag, you know? I mean, who am I to say where you come and where you go in the privacy of your own homo? Homo. He's shitting me now, and my eyes start to glaze, and through the haze of my anger, I notice his G&T is gone, and he starts to dribble as he dribbles on and fucking on. But you musos are alright. I don't know much about music, but I know what I like, and I reckon I'd give it all in to be like you, Jim, because you might be poor in monetary terms, but what you earn spiritually, what makes you what you are, just means so much more than what you'll get from a really nice car, or a tennis court, or holidays in Greece, or a house on the beach, or stock market shares, or 31 pairs of Calvin Klein underwear. Do you understand? Jim, you are a wealthy man. And mate, I don't want to piss in your pocket, but I gotta say, before I get on my way, that honestly, and I'm not having you on, I reckon one day you could play piano as good as Elton John. Are still mingling, though the crowd shuffled out. I've got ice on my hand where my fist met his mouth. And although I explained that it wasn't my fault, I have an $800 fine for aggravated assault. So before it gets worse, I reckon I'll bolt. A wealthy man in a 1981 Mitsubishi Colt.
Person that we were singing the song, and I told him the story. So that one person leaned over to the guy next to him and goes, "Dude, the guy is here tonight."
Yeah, we didn't know.
He was like, the guy might be here tonight or something. And,
Yeah.
And it was him. It was the guy. And
Yeah, I didn't know he was coming.
yeah. Oops.
But so here's the song. So you have to picture that you're that guy and listening to it.
Candlelight, moonlight all around us. I look into your eyes. You hold my hand underneath the table, and I can't disguise the way I feel. I could have wished 1,000 wishes for this night. I can't believe that it's finally me and you and me, just us and your friend Steve. Do Steve. Do Lee. What's the deal with your friend Steve? Oh hey, how's it going? Took me out for waffles and to the movies. I was hoping for romance. You even took me to the Mexican circus. I thought there was a chance we'd be alone. I could have wished 1,000 wishes for Steve to disappear. What the fuck's your fucking problem? Why is he always here? Do Steve. Do. Go away. What's the deal with your friend Steve? Oh hey, how's it going? It's not that I don't like your friend, but how many hours with him can you spend? And it's not that I don't think he's great, but it's only you. I want a fillet. Are you gay for Steve? I think you may be, and that would be alright. But let a bitch know just what your steez is, so I know if I should shave tonight. I could have wished 1,000 wishes, cause I like to be with you. But if it's always me and you and your friend Steve, there's nothing I can do, Steve. Do. Why don't you just go be with your best friend and boyfriend, Steve?
Dedicate this next song for the ladies. Might want to hold off on them woos, ladies. This is really a terrible, terrible song. It really is. I'm warning you right now. This one is fucking awful. All right. For the ladies. If you're sensitive, I'm warning you right now. Earmuffs. I kiss you on the cheek. Good night, my love, I say. You turn to me and smile. A baby's on the way. And then you drift asleep to dream of life anew. And I lie wondering just what I should do. could kick you in the stomach and catch you unawares. I could swear to God you accidentally fell that flight of stairs. When I tell you that I love you, I would look you in the eye as I slowly slide the hanger up your thigh.
Up to this point, JK, come on. It's okay. If you need to text, you have an emergency, definitely do it. Or if you need to just tweet Bo Burnham's a faggot that keeps calling me out on stage, you can tweet that too. Free country, man. It is a free country. Just the white light, please. Kill the blue if you wouldn't mind.
I find numbers to be fascinating, and more specifically the numbers, I find statistics to be particularly enlightening. And I've gathered some here. I don't want these to blow your mind or anything, but you can check these all when you leave. They're 100% true, and I don't want them to change your life, but maybe you'll leave this theater thinking, huh, never thought of that. So these are my statistics. Approximately 33.33% of the Jonas Brothers have diabetes. One out of every 4 kids with the initials ADD actually has it, and 4 out of 4 kids with the initials ADHD have an annoying self-righteous mother who wouldn't just shut the fuck up and take her husband's last names. Here's a fun one. 1 out of every 44 US presidents can dunk. Fucking Millard Fillmore, you fucking racist. The average child of Sarah Palin has 46.2 chromosomes. There's a line, I guess. 20% of the Jackson 5. Too soon. The average penis... That's the joke, you fucking idiot. Do it, it's fine, it's been 5 months. The average penis length is 5.5 inches, and finally, the average penis length of a man who Googles average penis length is 3.5 inches.
I'd like to sing a song about spring and about one of the many delightful pastimes which we enjoy in the United States. Spring is here, spring is here. Life is skittles and life is beer. I think the loveliest time of the year is the spring. I do, don't you? Of course you do. But there's one thing that makes spring complete for me, and makes every Sunday a treat for me. All the world seems in tune on a spring afternoon when we're poisoning pigeons in the park. Every Sunday you'll see my sweetheart and me as we poison the pigeons in the park. When they see us coming, the birdies all try and hide, but they still go for peanuts when coated with a cyanide. The sun's shining bright, everything seems all right when we're poisoning pigeons in the park. We've gained notoriety and caused much anxiety in the Audubon Society with our games. They call it impiety and lack of propriety and quite a variety of unpleasant names. But it's not against any religion to want to dispose of a pigeon. So if Sunday you're free, why don't you come with me and we'll poison the pigeons in the park? And maybe we'll do in a squirrel or two while we're poisoning pigeons in the park. We'll murder them all amid laughter and merriment, except for the few we take home to experiment. My pulse will be quickening with each drop of strychnine we feed to a pigeon. It just takes a smidgen to poison a pigeon in the park.
It's a medium. I know that stance. I did it all through high school. It makes your forearms look bigger.
Hush, little girl, sweet baby, don't cry tonight. Daddy's here and he'll sing you a soft lullaby tonight. Why can't it all be like it was before? How can I explain why mommy's not here anymore? 'Cause daddy likes porno and $10 whores. Daddy gets wasted and robs liquor stores. Daddy likes rubbing against little boys on the bus. I think that's why your mommy left us. Mommy left us. Hush, little girl, there is no reason to fret tonight. Don't mind the smoke, Daddy just wants to forget tonight. Soon it will all be like it was before. Any minute she will walk through that front door. But Daddy plays poker and drinks lots of beer. Then he wants sex that involves mommy's rear. Daddy has sores on his naughty parts oozing with pus. I think that's why your mommy left us. Please don't cry, I swear I'll try to be by your side. Right after Daddy gets home from the bar, visits his bookie and steals a new car. He'll drive to the strip club, and if Daddy plays his cards right, he'll bring home your new mommy tonight. La-di-da, la-di-da-da, di-da-da.
Do another song.
Oh yeah, that's right, baby. Girl, tonight we're gonna make love. You know how I know, baby? 'Cause it's Wednesday. And Wednesday night is the night that we make love. Tuesday night's the night that we go and visit your mother, but Wednesday night is the night that we make love. 'Cause everything is just right. Conditions are perfect. There's nothing good on TV. Conditions are perfect. You're leaning close and say something sexy like, I might go to bed, I've got work in the morning. I know what you're trying to say, baby. You're trying to say, oh yeah, it's business time. It's business time. It's business. It's business time. That's what you're trying to say. You're trying to say, let's get down to business. It's business time. It's business. It's business time. Next thing you know, we're in the bathroom, brushing our teeth. That's all part of it, that's foreplay. Then you go sort out the recycling. That's not part of it, but it's still very important. Then, we're in the bedroom. You're wearing that ugly old baggy t-shirt from that team building exercise you did for your old work. And it's never looked better on you. Team building exercise 99. Oh, you don't know what you're doing to me. I remove my jeans, but trip over them because I still got my shoes on. But then I turn it into a sexy dance. Next thing you know, I'm down to just my socks. And you know when I'm down to just my socks, what time it is. It's time for business. It's business time. It's business. It's business time. You know when I'm down to just my socks, it's time for business. That's why they call business socks. It's business. It's business time. Ooh. Making love for two, making love for 2 minutes. When it's with me, you only need 2 minutes, cause I'm so intense. 2 minutes in heaven is better than 1 minute in heaven. You say something like, is that it? I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say, oh yeah, that's it. Then you tell me you want some more. Well, I'm not surprised. But I'm quite sleepy. It's business! It's business time! Business hours are over, baby. It's business! It's business time! Thank you.
Some of you who have small children may have perhaps been put in the embarrassing position of being unable to do your child's arithmetic homework because of the current revolution in mathematics teaching known as the new math. So as a public service here tonight, I thought I would offer a brief lesson in the new math tonight. We're going to cover subtraction. This is the first room I've worked for a while. It didn't have a blackboard, so we will have to make do with more primitive visual aids, as they say in the ad biz. Consider the following subtraction problem, which I will put up here. 342 minus 173. Now, remember how we used to do that. 3 from 2 is 9, carry the 1, and if you're under 35 or went to a private school, you say 7 from 3 is 6, but if you're over 35 and went to a public school, you say 8 from 4 is 6. And carry the 1, so we have 169. But in the new approach, as you know, the important thing is to understand what you're doing rather than to get the right answer. Here's how they do it now. You can't take 3 from 2. 2 is less than 3, so you look at the 4 in the tens place. Now that's really 4 tens, so you make it 3 tens, regroup, and you change a 10 to 10 ones, and you add them to the 2 and get 12, and you take away 3, that's 9. Is that clear? Now instead of 4 in the tens place, you've got 3 because you added 1, that is to say 10 to the 2, but you can't take 7 from 3, so you look in the hundreds place. From the 3 you then use 1 to make 10 ones, and you know why 4 plus minus 1 plus 10 is 14 minus 1, because addition is commutative, right? And so you got 13 tens and you take away 7, and that leaves 5. Well, 6 actually, but the idea is the important thing. Now go back to the hundreds place. You're left with 2 and you take away 1 from 2, and that leaves... Everybody get 1? Not bad for the first day. Hooray for new math, new math. It won't do you a bit of good to review math. It's so simple, so very simple, that only a child can do it. Now that actually is not the answer that I had in mind, because the book that I got this problem out of wants you to do it in bass 8. But don't panic. Bass 8 is just like bass 10, really, if you're missing 2 fingers. Shall we have a go at it? Hang on. You can't take 3 from 2. 2 is less than 3, so you look at the 4 in the 8's place. Now that's really 4 8s, so you make it 3 8s, regroup, and you change an 8 to 8 1s, and you add to the 2, and you get 1 2 bass 8, which is 10 bass 10, and you take away 3, that's 7. Okay? Now instead of 4 in the 8's place, you've got 3, because you added 1, that is to say 8, to the 2, but you can't take 7 from 3, so you look at the 64s. 64. How did 64 get into it? I hear you cry. Well, 64 is 8 squared, don't you see? Well, you ask a silly question, you get a silly answer. From the 3, you then use 1 to make 8 1s. You add those 1s to the 3, and you get 1 3 bass 8, or in other words, in bass 10 you have 11, and you take away 7, and 7 from 11 is 4. Now go back to the 64s. You're left with 2, and you take away 1 from 2, and that leaves... Now let's not always see the same hands. 1, that's right. Whoever got 1 can stay after the show and clean the erasers. Hooray for new math, new math. It won't do you a bit of good to review math. It's so simple, so very simple, that only a child can do it. Come back tomorrow night. We're gonna do fractions.
Or I think we should send back all the Mexicans that don't support gay marriage. Or, that was a weird one. That was a weird reaction. A lot of libertarians here. That's something no one else has said it either.
Deborah, Messing's fingers in a holy place. Hail Mary, full of grace. What? Oh, shit. Good fucking try, Jesus. That was touche, Jesus. You can cut that. Touche. Hey, cut that. God does not work in mysterious ways. He works in direct, technical ways, actually. That was fucking incredible.
You know, I think you should have a white boyfriend, because then when you're 69, you can call it yin-yanging.
Clock. My people rang me up a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I've got people and a phone and a sense of the passage of time. Yeah, they rang me up, said, Tim, do you want to do the Royal Variety Show? They want you to sing a song, it'll be fine, fine, fine. But the problem with my particular oeuvre is that half my songs are 5 minutes and over. And the wisdom here at ITV is that viewers switch off if you go past 3. And a lot of my songs have a bit of bad language, which causes viewers untold anguish. It seems their tolerance for smuttiness is reserved for pussy puns on Are You Being Served? And so I need a song that only goes for 3 minutes without no bums or blasphemy in it. A charming little ditty specifically written for the delicate skin of contemporary Britain. I need a song with a chorus and a verse without no nasty cussing and a cursing. I'm a little too lewd and a little too long. I gotta write myself a 3-minute song. And they said, remember boy, that music is like love making. It's simply self-indulgent to take it past 3 minutes. Remember boy, that music is like love making. Everybody loves a pianist, but length must have a limit. So I need a song that only goes in 3 minutes without no pornography or politics in it. A little less rude and more concise. Be yourself, but brief and nice. 300 beats at 100 beats a minute with a nice clean joke and a hoedown in it. I'm a little verbose and a little bit wrong. I gotta find myself a clean living 3-minute song. And even in the bridge, I won't be lyrically adventurous, conceptually contentious, or racially offensious. I won't make double entendres at the expense of that Chinese, for China is a country that can bring me to my knees. For China, for China, for China, for China, for China is a country that will bring us to our knees. Oh, Mr. Humphreys, my pussy's out in the rain. Ha 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 ha. 2, 3, foreskin. I need a little happy clappy country song, nice and repetitive and not too long, boring enough but not too boring, with a key change here to prevent us snoring. I need a song that is only 3 minutes, without no bumps or blasphemy in it. You don't get lost by lingering, but I better get a giggle with my fingering. A favorite of royalty, in the hope that a copy of my DVD will end up under the royal tree. The Queen's got a stocking and a wannabe in it, and apparently she'll only watch for 3 minutes. Don't mind me, I'll be done in 3.
In which to be caught.
Have you been doing paint or something?
Oh, this is, there was a marker. There's a white marker that I shook up because I thought it was a black marker that the ink had not got to yet, but it was white and it shook white paint all over it. I know, it's a bit bad. It's on my left hand too.
Just tell people you've been doing construction work before you got here.
Yeah, well, my dad owns a construction company, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I'm not. He's hard as nails. I'm soft as whatever not nails is.
Lessons to kids, especially the fairy tales, like the princess fairy tales, teach girls such important lessons, like Cinderella. You know, like it doesn't matter like where you come from or how poor you are, as long as you're incredibly hot. Or, you know, Snow White, which tells kids to always give midgets nicknames. Or Sleeping Beauty, you know, Sleeping Beauty, which encourages date rape. Not that one. Or anything I said for that matter. There's no jokes. I have some distance, I can say why did it end up being a girl. I mean, I watched hundreds of videos of kids talking online about themselves. The boys talked about Minecraft, the girls talked about their souls, so it was just like slightly more interesting from the girls' perspective. It would just be like 90 minutes of Fortnite references if it was a boy. But like, girls play Fortnite too, but it just, the girls run a little deeper at that age, and maybe it evens off, I don't think it does, but
You text at 3 in the morning, and you misspell my name. You slept with half my friends on Facebook, and most of them think you are lame. You say that with me it's different, and you're not that big of a dick. And if you disappear, it's because you're busy, not because you're with some other chick. I know that this might be uncouth, but I decided to tell you the truth. My self-esteem's not low enough to date you. It's close, but not quite there. Give me time to get a little more rejected. You and I can make an awesome pair. A totally awesome pair. I seem like your perfect target, like I've been lonely for too long. You think I haven't had sex in forever, and I'll admit that you're not wrong, but I would rather have no one than this crap. Let me reaffirm, I wouldn't touch your dick if I'd been poisoned, and the antidote was in your sperm. This might be uncouth, but I decided to tell you the truth. My self-esteem's not low enough to date you. It's close, but not quite there. Give me time to get a little more desperate. You and I can make an awesome pair. A totally awesome pair. This could last forever. You just have to give me time to learn to deal with bullshit and blatant lies. But for now, my self-esteem's not low enough to date you. It's so close, but not quite there. Give me time to get a little more wasted. You and I can make an awesome pair. A totally awesome pair.
And
It's very exciting to be here in America. What a buzz.
Yeah.
What a buzz.
Yeah, we're actually very popular back in New Zealand. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, man sitting in the park.
I've just said hi. A woman in the park.
Well, how you doing?
Good, thanks.
You're looking good.
Pardon?
I said you're looking good.
Fair enough.
Jenny.
Pardon?
Jenny.
No, I'm sorry. I think you've mistaken me for somebody else.
No, it's me. I'm Jenny. My name is Jenny.
Oh, yeah. I thought, what a hilarious misunderstanding. Nice to meet you, Jenny.
We've met before. Quite a few times, actually.
Oh, yes, of course we have. I meant it was nice to meet you the time that I met you. Where was it that we met that time that I met you when I met you?
At a party.
That's right. Wasn't it one of those boring work parties?
No.
That's why I said, wasn't it? It was the party of a mutual friend. Was it? Wasn't it? Was it? Wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh, Bobby.
No.
Doug.
No.
D-Dog.
No.
Maxwell.
No.
Andy.
Yes, Andy.
Yeah, this party. That's right. Oh, Andy knows how to throw a party, doesn't it, Jenny?
Yeah, I love Andy's parties.
I love Andy's parties. Yeah. What crazy parties. How is that guy anyway?
She's good. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Andy hates it when I forget that.
We watched a movie.
Yeah. It was something like, but not necessarily, Schindler's List. We watched it and we wept.
It was Police Academy 4. We went for a walk.
On our feet, if I remember correctly.
We walked to the top of the hill and we ate sandwiches.
Oh, we'd just grab a sandwich and put it in our mouths. Oh, that's the only way to have sandwiches. Oh, Jenny, tell me, do you still walk? Do you still get into sandwiches in a big way?
I still walk a lot, but I'm not eating as many sandwiches as back then. Do you remember what we did up there at the top of the hill?
Kind of.
We were standing at the lookout.
Oh, I remember exactly what we did at the lookout. We just looked out across the city from a little spot on the hilltop. Oh, it's so pretty from way up there. We talked about how the lights from the buildings and cars seemed like reflections of the stars that shone out so pretty and bright that night.
It was daytime.
The daytime of the nights.
Do you remember what you said to me?
Not word for word, actually, Jenny. but I remember there were some verbs.
Well, you said meet me here in 1 year. You just needed some time to clear your head, and you seem to have done that.
La 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 la.
We have a child.
Pardon?
We have a child.
Why didn't you tell me, Jenny? Why didn't you tell me that day when we went to the top of the hill and we made sweet? Oh, how we made such sweet, sweet sandwiches. Does it have my eyes, my way with words? Does it look like me at all?
No, not at all, because we adopted him. I can't believe you don't remember. It was a very difficult process.
Are you sure that was me, Jenny?
Yes, I'm pretty sure it was you, John.
I'm Brian.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Oh, don't worry.
No, that's terrible.
Oh, don't worry.
How embarrassing.
Oh, don't worry, Jenny. Actually, I'm kind of relieved. And that kind of thing just happens all the time. I just got one of those faces, I suppose.
So does John. He's got one of those faces as well. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
My girlfriend hates it when I say the C word. You know, so stupid, so childish. You know, she hates when I say the C word. Like, we'll be watching SpongeBob or something, and I'll be like, C word! And she'll be like, his name is Squidward, you dumb cunt! Get out of my house! Hey!
Bob's Honda dealer. Oh, look at this Honda. You don't want one of these Hondas? What are you, crazy? This is Honda City. Honda! Look at this Honda! Ooh! This Honda's disguised as a sea brick. Oh, it's locked. Look at this, a Honda Odyssey. A Hodyssey. All right, come on down to Bob's Honda dealer. My wife's name's Honda. My kid's name's Honda. My first words, Honda. Buy a Honda. Dick. Whoa, this Honda's black. Like my wife.
Theory about why we even have comedy.
It's a little bit pretentious. Are you sure you want to hear it? Because it's pretentious.
Okay,
so I was trying to think about why do we laugh? Why is there an advantage in an evolutionary sense, in a Darwinian sense, to laughing? And I think when a joke is basically you notice something that is out of place.
Incongruous. Right.
Something is incongruous,
right.
yeah.
Something has surprised you.
So I'm saying that the ha-ha moment of a joke is very similar to the aha moment of, I've had an idea. So you're rewarding noticing difference and linguistic ability. And those are the two things that have led to our increased development the last 4,000 years. So humanity, when we started, when we were wandering around in the savannah, and you would look at a field and you would see a lion in it, you'd notice that difference. I think there is an advantage. I think our culture has done very well out of laughter, out of humor, out of seeing something a little bit differently. And I think, the last couple of 100 years,
Do we still have to buy the book?
We release endorphins when we laugh. And the reason people come to comedy shows there's a release of endorphins and you're happy. And there's
Endorphins is another word for brain cum, basically. Right?
Brain cum, you release brain cum, that is what I meant to say. Your brain does a little cum and it makes you give a happy feeling. And there must be an evolutionary reason why we have that. I agree
So
with
is
that.
laughter the opposite of what we're doing right now? That's what I want to know. Is that what it is? I'm fucking lost, man. I don't know what's going on, man.
No, but it's okay to talk about it.
Yeah.
If we don't talk about it, no one's going to talk about it. But you're right, it can be boring as crap.
Yeah.
Well, that's the classic quote about analysing comedy is like dissecting a frog. No one laughs and the frog dies.
Dissecting a frog gives me brain cum. I want to see endorphins all over the frog's tits.
What were we chatting about?
We were talking about
your idea about comedy and how analyzing
No, I'm just accompanying your conversation. Keep going.
All right.
Yeah.
I like that. I like him playing the instrument. Did you see Louis C.K. talk the other day?
Yes.
He talked about
playing the audience like an instrument.
Like an instrument. You don't know if a joke is funny until you tell an audience. And the idea that when the keyboard's there, you can tell whether that's going to work.
Because they are the co-writers. They're the sounding boards.
I consider them the other actor in the scene.
Well, yeah, stand-up comedy is a monologue and a dialogue at the same time, with music in the background.
I think music bumps everything up.
You can't practice stand-up, and people always ask me why do you do so many shows, and I'm like, one, it's my favorite thing to do. Two, it's the most relaxing thing that I do.
Brain come.
Exactly. I like having the audience come in their brains, and
but that is ultimately our job, is to release brain cum. I mean, that's
brain cum.
We are brain cum expediters.
I still go with endorphins.
Expediters of brain cum.
Endorphins. They are the ones that
Do you write? I'm asking you specifically. Do you write out your stuff, or do you have premises and you work it out on stage?
I have premises, and quite often they come to me, but they just arrive on stage.
This is called Andy the Frog, featuring long, convoluted metaphors. Now, I will warn you, one of those long, convoluted metaphors surfaces. Once upon a time, there was a frog named Andy. Andy lived in the Patton Park Pond and had never hopped anywhere else in his entire frog life. He had 3 best friends. Millie, who never left her lily pad, Billy, who was always hopping mad, and Roger, who was arrested for possession of tadpole porn. Andy lived a peaceful life until one Sunday morning he saw something hop across the grass on the other side of the pond. Millie, Billy, Roger, look, said Andy. Across the pond stood the most beautiful frog Andy had ever seen. And this is the first long convoluted metaphor. As if Andy had personified multiple versions of every letter of the alphabet, and then one group of letters tried to convince them that the Holocaust never happened. He couldn't believe his eyes. I don't know if you're gonna like the rest of this. She's beautiful, said Billy. She's gorgeous, said Millie. Bit old for my taste, said Roger. And then she was gone. I need to go find her, said Andy. I need to follow my heart. And so Andy hopped away from his pond for the first time in a quest for love. He followed the beautiful frog's footsteps into the forest. He then came across a turtle. You can't pass, said the turtle. Please, said Andy. No, said the turtle. Then there was a rustling in the bushes, and, like a man who had been shot in the chest with a rifle, the turtle was shot in the chest with a rifle. Andy said thanks to the nearby hunter. He couldn't believe his luck. Like an abusive husband who abuses not with physical violence, but by throwing random parties, it struck him by surprise. He wanted to keep going, but like a man who was offered a free dream catcher on the street by a guy who said, hey, I'll give this to you for free if you rub my chest a little bit, he didn't feel up for it. And at this point, like the doctor of the Kenyan track team, his patience ran thin. Oh, fuck you, I like that one. I love that one. Andy continued to follow the beautiful frog's footprints. I need to find her, said Andy, for love. He then came across a giant crocodile. Have you seen a beautiful frog lately, said Andy? The crocodile began to chant. I woke up this morning and I sat on a log. I opened up the menu and the menu said frog. Andy said, no, no, please, God, please, Christ, let go of me. I can feel myself dying. I'm never going to find her. Fuck, fuck. The end. The moral of that story is irrelevant because we're humans. Doesn't apply to us. Doesn't really apply to us. So we can not worry about that.
It's great to be here, Oliver. It really is. Thank you. Oh, jeez. Sorry, I thought it was a black guy. yourself and act like a fucking bitch all the time. Augies, that's what you guys are, right? Eaglets. That's what you are? Little tiny eagles, right? Fucking eaglet fan! Our feathers are still gray, motherfucker! What's up, guys? It's gonna go alright. It's gonna go alright. If you guys didn't know why I was strangling myself with a floss, there was a magician here earlier who had some father issues and terrified me. Fit with the whole Tim Burton theme that we're going for here. Stop pointing at me, you fucking bitch. You're lucky Tim Burton's her husband. She wouldn't work. Alright. Keep it moving, guys. Keep it moving. Thank you so much, guys. Shh, guys, shh. Like what that guy said. Thank you so much. This first song, you guys will be happy to know, I believe firmly that women are always right.
5 years, still you, still me, still here. 5 years, 5 years, 5 years, 5 years. We order Chinese, I'm eating my dumplings. You reach over and you take my dumplings. You don't even say you might or nothing. Why do you assume that you're entitled to a dumpling?
Thumbing through my Bible recently, as I am wont to do, and I came across a passage about a guy in the Bible I had never heard of before, and I was intrigued by this. In all my years and years of Bible study, I had never come across this gentleman, and he seemed to me relatively unknown to the public at large. And I thought, this is a guy I could write a song about, because not only is he kind of unknown, but he was kind of relatable in a way. He really was. He was like an everyman. He was the kind of guy you would hang out with in everyday life. So I wanted to write a song about him. And the best part is that he's related to someone else in the Bible, so you can kind of put him into context a little bit. So we're going to try out this song for you tonight. It goes like this. Everyone knows Jesus, the guy who healed the lame. Well, I am Jesus' brother. Craig is my name. Jesus is the Prince of Peace. Jesus is the Lamb. Jesus is the Son of God, but Craig don't give a damn. Because when Craig's inside, we'll party all damn night. I don't turn water into wine, but into cold Coors Light. I'm not my brother, I know, don't walk on H2O, but I got hydroponic shit that me and Judas grow. I'm fucking Craig. I'm fucking Craig. Yeah, I'm fucking Craig. Craig Christ. I hang out with lepers, Barabbas and Salome. Jesus' friends are called apostles. Those dudes are totally gay. Jesus performs miracles from Galilee to Rome. But it would be a miracle if he brought a fucking lady home. Because while Jesus is praying, fucking Craig is laying. Every lady in the testament, you know what I'm saying. I won't die for your sin like my famous kin. But if you got a little sister, then there's room at this inn. I'm fucking Craig. Yeah, I'm fucking Craig. Fucking Craig. Craig Christ. Jesus was our mother's fave. All her love to him she gave. But there's no sibling rivalry when he's nailed to that tree. And now the
question for you is not what would Jesus do, but where will you be when the crank machine comes partying through? And if the Lord will allow, you got to ask yourself how and who and why and when and where is my Messiah now? It's fucking Craig! It's fucking Craig! Fucking Craig! Fucking Craig! Craig Christ! Craig Christ! Craig Christ! I'm fucking Craig.
You can tell by the laughter, this is a very young crowd. It's a 6:30 disco. It's a young crowd.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming it's a lot of
Where's your phone? It's in my booth.
a lot of young people and their parents. So there's going to be moments of uncomfortability because I do offensive stuff. But the parents must have been like, "Oh, a Salvador Dali joke. This kid's all right." And the kids are like, "What the fuck is Salvador Dali?" He's one of my favorite artists. Don't laugh at that. Jackson Pollock was a fucking idiot. It's another artist joke to the parents. What's the matter? All right.
It's good to be here, guys. And you probably noticed I'm like staying off my right hand a little bit when I'm playing. It's so stupid. I heard it in the stupidest way. I was at home, like my mom made me this giant tray of lasagna, this huge tray of lasagna, and she's bringing it over to me. And I don't even like lasagna, but she's bringing it over to me. And she trips, and I punch her in the face, because make me the food I want. I'm an internet sensation. Treat me like one. Oh, you are by doing that? That makes sense, because that's a stupid thing to be. Alright, we've gotten pretty stupid in here. Let's get up.
Well, it's hot up here. No, keep it on. That solves one problem, creates hundreds.
101!
Do you see who I am up here? Guys, 101. I wasn't included in the original 100, I'm assuming. I don't get it.
I wasn't even giving hand jobs in college or after college. Yeah. And what's your 30 no one will teach you. So this song is really a cautionary tale. So you still have time to learn.
I was in a hand job situation once, and the guy was just like,
just let me do it. Let me do it.
I am so sorry. I just don't know how to.
I don't think so.
Well, we did have a really nice fan see that we had this problem, and so he sent us a link to a how-to. Oh! That was awesome! And I clicked on it, there was only one step. It said, use your mouth.
So DJ, hit us up. Oh yeah.
We make this feed ourselves, yo.
That's why it's so good. Oh yeah.
I'm a messed up
partially gay hard-on. The biggest probably questionable. Seriously, what do you do with the ball? Do I roll them like this? Do I roll them like clay? Do I pick them up like Elton or go like a cocktail? Do I roll them all around or puppet slow? Do the two pretty puppets of the Muppet Show? Just sitting there cranky and so purple away. How about I don't touch them unless you insist? Hand job, I don't understand job. Do I spit? Do I sneeze? Do I ever touch the top? How can I learn when you always make me stop? How can I learn when you always make me stop?
Please do this. Is this it?
No way you know what's happening. All my songs are the same chords.
Oh, please, please.
All the single ladies, all the single. No way you would know. No way. I don't know if all Boy Scouts are gays. They could probably tie the knot like 50 in your room.
Don't act like you recognize this, because all my songs are the same chords. So. All the single ladies, all the single ladies. These days. I mean... Good stutter! Fuck! I don't know if all boys got you gay.
This next piece is dated, but I still find it relevant. He beat her with an umbrella, Ella, Ella, hey. He beat her with an umbrella, Ella, Ella, hey. Chris Brown is an angry fella.
And she might. This is a song entitled Confessions in 3 movements. And the first movement is called Feminism. I believe that women have the right to walk the streets at night without being afraid for their lives. And I believe a woman has the right to choose what happens to her body without suffering the judgment of the conservative right. And I believe a woman has the right to wear the clothes she likes without being treated like dirt. And I think we men are pathetic, how we seem to judge aesthetic as the measure of a woman's worth. I'm ashamed on behalf of my sex for making women feel like objects. Fuck, I love boobs though. I just really love them. Fuck, I love boobs though. I just wanna rub them. Oh, they're just so juby, they make me feel groovy. I would rather watch boobs in a movie. Be-doop-be-doo. I just really love boobs. The second confession is entitled Poverty, open bracket, altruism. That people are entitled to basic human rights, whether they are rich or they're poor. And I believe a world where no children are starving is a world worth fighting for. And I try to remind myself, even when I'm struggling, how incredibly for the luxuries I crave should come at the expense of my fellow man. I'm sure I could do a little more to alleviate the suffering of the poor. Fuck, I love boobs though. I just really love them. I don't really mind if I am behind, below or above. They're just so jubbly, they make me feel lovely. I would rather own boobs than a pub. Be-doop-be-doo. I just really love boobs. This final confession is entitled The Environment. I believe the planet that we live in is a living organism, and we must treat her carefully. I don't think we can assume we can just go on consuming her resources indefinitely. The earth's not a bottomless pit, and we can all do our little bit. Fuck, I love boobs though. I just really care for them. They are equally fun when they're 21 or octogenarian. They're just so flappy, they make me feel happy. I would rather eat boobs than a bat. Be-doop-be-doop-doo-doo-doo-doo. I just really love boobs. Evolutionary theory says bosoms are buttock-like protrusions designed to tempt men in situations when they can't get a glimpse of your bums. I find such hypotheses dumb. It's like that one that says lipstick is for making your lips look more like the lips of a happy vagina. Since they said that, I can't look my great aunt in the eye. Why do you have to say that? Oh, from the first little suck of colostrum to the grope of the nurse in the old people's hostel, we're just fucking monkeys in shoes. And
experimental theater, it's all sort of breathing exercises and spoon visualization.
What?
You visualize you're going to be, you like pretend you're a spoon.
Oh, right. I don't think we have that in this country.
Ladle?
What? No, we have spoons.
Oh.
Did you think we had ladles?
You don't have ladles?
No, we have ladles, but we don't use them as spoons.
Oh, I'm thinking of labels.